Hey, well, good afternoon. Coming to you from Blaine, Minnesota, home of the Super Rink. We're moments away from a puck drop today here. It's in Minnesota. Crookston getting ready to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and both teams just 2-3 as it currently ends in the rankings. And here for the Carla Berg tournament, and many people have asked, hey, Joe, where are things up with Carla Berg? How did things get started?
Yeah.
And Jimmy, you have a background and history on that.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't know this as well. So pull up some information on the Carla Berg tournament here. Carla actually went to high school, Armstrong High School, class of 99.
Hey.
She went to both of our colleges here, St. Cloud State University. Each year, the Western Collegiate Hockey Club, the WCCHA Champion, is awarded the Carla Berg Memorial Cup, named after Carla Berg. Tirelessly volunteered St. Cloud State University club hockey team before a tragic car accident took her life. The current cup trophy is replaced with the original traveling version, which now permanently resides in St. Cloud. Currently, each champion receives a replica bowl to keep with their program. She graduated and ended up in St. Cloud with her boyfriend, Chris Reinholtz. Chris got the guys together and started a club hockey team for St. Cloud, and Carla continued what she did best. She managed a lot of teams in scheduling and set up vans and trips, set up fundraising, which included work schedules at the XL Center, so the guys could actually offset the costs that it is, so which is for each team. She even tried to talk to back then varsity or Craig Dahl, the coach for St. Cloud, for uniforms, but no avail. She was very important to the club hockey program, and her tribute they dedicated this season into her memory. And this is just amazing story here. We're very honored to have the annual scholarship set up for Carla's name for some young lady and enjoy that hockey game. A scholarship that helps them improve their skills, but more importantly, the love of hockey, which we know she was so happy to have. Congratulations to this year's winner. The Western Collegiate Hockey Club Association is a conference featuring members from universities and colleges from the upper Midwest. All members compete in the Central Region at the Division II level for the American Collegiate Hockey Association. So what an honor, Joe.
That is.
I didn't know this till today. We have some things going on in our team as well here recently that just kind of hit home. So this is a very cool thing. So I'm glad that we did bring this to attention. So
yeah, very timely. And the fact that I know every time I say Carla Berg, I want to know more. And perhaps I should, because you and I are both graduates of St. Cloud State. I think I've got some seniority on you in
Huskies,
that capacity. Baby. But Huskies be Huskies. And I remember Craig Dahl and meeting him as, Herbie put him in place afterwards to take over that team. But, it was good and great information as well. And so in doing so, hey, today, big matchup. The winner of this game will head to the championship. And what's that mean for either one of these teams, Crookston or Minnesota?
Well, I'll tell you, a trophy's a trophy, really, when it comes down to it. But this has got so much meaning to it, obviously. This is actually kind of like the cup version for the NHL as well. I mean, this is a huge award. Kids obviously know and maybe not know, but now they will since we publicize it. But, I know our team, this is a huge tournament for the boys. I've talked with Coach Johnson about this as well. It's just a super exciting event, and it means so much to these players. And now knowing a little bit more about this, it's more of a treasure as well. So it just, when they raise this cup, they raise it in so many ways of the dedication, obviously, that Carla had, what these boys have to the programs, to their hockey careers, to the moms and dads and so forth. So there's a lot of meaning behind it.
That there is. And, hey, two solid teams. Minnesota Crookston, number 2, ranked earlier. These two teams, Crookston and the Gophers, met just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And what a great weekend of hockey that was. I think
we did that game, man. It was great.
It was, wasn't it? And I think we're always going to remember the scores. 5'4", the 5'4", both nights.
Yep.
And I was just truly impressed by the speed of the Crookston squad and their ability to close. And then, of course, their goaltending. And we always say, hey, this is the time for some great goaltending, and postseason is built around that.
Yes.
And certainly that being the case tonight, as you know, we're going to see two solid goalies, and Crookston certainly has a great bench when it comes to those goalies. Goody will be between the nets tonight.
Goody is always good, you know, and kind of a cool name for a goalie to have, actually, you know, and, you know, along with Owen Peterson here, too, as well. You know, we talked about this yesterday coming into these this tournament, these games. You know, it's so important to have your goalie dialed in. And, you know, yesterday we talked about that, what it takes for a goalie to get kind of acclimated to the game. We're going to find out who's who here today. And this is going to be a barn burner, JoJo. It's going to be a fast-paced hockey game, super well coached by both teams. We're going to be a physicality game here. I mean, last couple games we did, Joe, it was I mean, right in front of us, we had some physical hits going on. I mean, it was fun to watch.
Close to coming down to that last possession.
Yep.
On a couple of them, just good outlets there. But also, they're both coached by the Johnson brothers.
Yeah. So isn't that kind of that's funny you just said that. So it is true.
Luke for Minnesota and Steve with Crookston. We're gonna join public address for the starting lineups.
Tim and Tim.
Now for Minnesota Crookston. In goal, number 30, Adam. Good evening. Left defense, number 22, Alex Bailey. At right defense, number 18, Logan Wermar. At left wing, number 20, Anthony Foster. At center, number 9, Mason Rothball. At right wing, number 7, Fox Dodds. The head coach for the University of Minnesota Crookston is Mr. Steve Johnson. He's assisted tonight by Brady Hefner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, actually, please stand as we honor America with the Blaine National Anthem.
All right, there you have it. Introductions and the anthem have been complete. And we are set to go. We'll touch base also with the goalies as we gave you some quick numbers. Owen Peterson between the pipes here for Minnesota comes in with the goals against of 2.67 and a save percentage of .917, a record of 13-6-0-1. Meanwhile, I'm going to call him adequate, but it's Goody between Adam Goody.
Good.
And Goody comes in with the goals against of goals against of 2.46, save percentage .912, very similar numbers, and a record of 11-2. Moving left to right on your monitor. If going to be the Golden Gophers in the golden maroon, moving left to right.
Yeah. More importantly, you know what? They're 11-2 and 2 losses to the Gophs. So, hey, let's play hockey here, huh? Let's go. Let's do this. Let's drop the puck and let's get ready. Look for a pretty fast-paced game right away. I'm looking for some big O hits and hockey at its finest.
It does. It doesn't take them long to kind of ignite and get to go on the run.
Cups on the run.
Kind of working it up along the half board, and now Sauce will try to get it there. Pass across the way to Bishop. Now sending it down behind, and Keegan trying to catch up with that. Moving it out across rink. Now sets it right on the stick and step it up here. Moving it back out, and again, they've...
Whoa, big hit there.
Lighting it up already.
Rumpo just lit up
Myers
here. You know, we talked about how physical this is going to be, and Rumpo just said, hey, guess what? They're ready to come play.
Yeah, that last name sounds like he likes to check.
Yeah.
Rumpo. And so, across ahead, man, now. I'll break in. Diffuse, good defensive play there for Minnesota. Skating in. Ovid has a look here. A shot.
Oh, big save.
Big time save. Kicked out that save. And that bounce on that rebound. Good move in. First official shot on goal. Really trying to grab and get control there is Tate. Continuing to move it up ahead. Ovid then takes it.
You know, Joe, I mean, last game we had, remember how short their bench was? I think they had like 6-7 guys, and it was 5-4 series.
Yes.
It was incredible. Iron lungs.
What endurance.
Yes.
I can get 1 or 2 laps up and down these steps, and then I'm bending over.
Yeah, these boys are putting 400 feet in. It was quite impressive.
Race here ensues, and you can I just tell you can tell the quality of play also by the lack of whistles right now.
Right.
I don't want to curse anything. Good glove save by Peterson, and Peterson does a little jaw jacking that time as skating by was number 16 for the. Yeah, there was Caden Edwards.
Yeah, yep. Threw a little stick in, in the little agitation. Can't get
part of the game.
Part of the game. It's good to see both goalies actually touching the puck here, and
yeah, early on you said that it's always good to get a couple of shots on early. 21-4 for Crookston. 8-2 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, great record.
Shot here deflects front now, finds its way back to neutral ice.
One thing too I'll bring to our attention is what we're playing in a bigger rink too than normal, obviously. Than at Mariucci, or actually we were at Ritter.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So I do believe they mentioned that this is Olympic ice here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to check on that.
We'll check on intermission. Yeah. Hey, moving in now, looking to pull the trigger on the shot. Stick is lifted, but then the follow-up shot comes the way there for Fox, and you should keep an eye on Dodds there. He's always around the puck, number 7. Not only pesky, but productive. Moving it up, Arneson on the backhand. Gets it back, shuffles this one deep. And they'll move it on deep in. That was Kreutzmann. Opening minutes here, the first period. No score. The winner advances to the championship to meet the winner of a game going on right now in Wisconsin and St. Thomas. Sets it back down and making that stop and moving it back out again.
Yeah, it's going to be a chess match, I believe, in the beginning of this first period here. It's going to, fundamental hockey and look for some mistake to capitalize on a goal here, an opportunity. Like I said, with pretty well-coached teams, there's going to be, either a mistake, a bad pass, or something
Hey, and a good show. Great crowd here on Rink 4 if you're coming out to join us.
You get a little shake-up on this line here. We got Dylan Wedward out and Noah Mogren out and Sammy Margell on the line 4 here, along with the Kuba.
Juicy pad, just his juicy save on the rebound. Getting back to the bench. Trying to make some quick changes on the fly and digging it out to the corner. Now moving it up. Back behind the net. Into the corner. Crookston trying to dial up an early goal. Yesterday, Minnesota certainly dialed up a couple of early ones and posted a 3-0 lead in that first period en route to their win over the Mavericks. Now trying to jar that thing free, kicking it. Both teams, you're right, just at a good, crisp pace of play.
Yeah.
And it's such an enjoyable type of play to call.
Here comes Bish on a quick shot.
Big blast by Bish.
With a big shoulder save right there, boy. He's looking upstairs. As you say, the bread basket.
Yes.
Or
puts it with the peanut butter.
Yeah, right.
Looking for that now along the wall, working it. Tate just able to get a stick to keep it alive. It was a brisk pass out to the blue line. Now dumping it in, giving chase. It'll be handled coming out. Working their way up now. The Gophers not quite out. Holding the zone, turned, fires, puts a shot on there, and the save made by Peterson.
Yeah, you notice from like yesterday's game to this game, just how quick the difference is. It's like the momentum. You know, it's like fast pace. I mean, we're talking 6 minutes into this game without a whistle. I mean,
yep,
pretty amazing.
Bishop does a pirouette and sends it down low on the boards, coming back the other way, trying to reciprocate the pressure. There's Belarek. Belarek has it there. Centers, no one home, but Keegan Johnson was there to make sure no one else could get a shot on. He did a good job coming back to fill in now. Continuing, moving it in. Ovid moves in. Good cycling speed there. Backhander hits the side of the net. Peterson is there to try to help it and move it along, but carrying it out. You get another look here.
Boy, I'll tell you, watch the 24-year Ovid, man. When he gets his momentum going with that, you know, how big of a kid he is and the stick handling, it's just it's amazing to watch. It's fun to watch.
Yep, watching him cycle with his strides and sits. It's out in front right now. He's going to force them back out. Does Ovid. Now here again, a breakout. Backhand off the wall. And now the carry-in. Quickly some numbers emerge. Good backhand that time. Swept away by Cerrone defensively. Pinching down low, looking at it. A chance here, tries to put it into the crease. That's denied, pushed back. Opening period, but loving this as you see Ovid near side. He'll carry in, drop it. Moving it. Kuznick that time had it removed, but it comes right back to him. Good stick work. Ovid now wants to pull the trigger back.
Big save by Goody.
Good job.
Great give and go there.
Back behind there still Peterson battling for it. Kuznick back also to help out and pinching again. Good pressure, good possession here for the Gophers. They continue to crisscross and battle in those corners, looking for an opportunity for that puck to float out, and here they come. Trying to reciprocate the pressure.
Yeah, what a long shift that was, boy.
Engelbrecht had it for a moment.
Nice.
Sent all the way back that time by Fox Dodds, and that's going to bring on a rare icing here in this first period. 12 and change the play, no score. And you look at the production by both these teams. The Gophers come in 17, 8-1-1. Crookston 21-4. I like to look at those goals. 134 goals scored for the Gophers and 153 for Crookston.
Wow. It's impressive stats there, JoJo.
They had a nice win, did Crookston, yesterday over North Dakota State. North Dakota State about to play, I believe, Mankato State here shortly. Dangling it in. Caden Cole there. Cole had two goals within 32 seconds of each other in the first period yesterday. on his first shift, mind you.
Yeah, I was just talking to me before the game.
Could you ask him to be a little bit more productive when he starts the game?
Yeah. I said, he's like, never in my career have I had 2 goals that quick. And I was like, it was quite impressive.
His former coach at Duluth East probably wouldn't let him on the ice that long. Back out again. Now it's turning, wheeling, fire, shot, big rebound. Trying to control it in the high slot. Now at the near point, sends it back to the corner.
Yeah, great defense by, the ghost right there. Get in front of that puck, helping out, P down there, and net.
Crookston there delivering a check. Tate sends it and lofts it up to neutral ice. This will give Crookston a chance to refuel. They fire it. Nope, they're going to call it for the icing. That'll bring it back down to the Gophers' offensive end.
Boy, halfway through this period already. It's amazing how fast that
my
went.
God, it is 10:52. And it's zipping along.
Right.
So, what do you tell the guys, hey, today as they're getting ready, and what's the message?
You have to build up your team in a game like this. There's something wrong, really, but they know what's at stake here, and they're ready to go. Nice thing about it, both teams are obviously crossing pass down down by the locker room, and the guys talking to one another here and there, and the camaraderie is pretty cool in college hockey. Believe it or not, a lot of guys do talk, and there are some friendships, but it's fun to watch, I'll tell you that.
That is.
Love of the game.
Bruner starts it back up ice, now whistled for the offside.
Get too many men here.
They're going to have too many men on the ice.
And I think he touched the puck, though. That was one of the key things. I think he may have, whoever was jumping off, maybe came back and touched the puck here. So.
Well, Crookston will send someone to the bench. And on the power play this season, Gophers at about 13%, 8 for 62. And on the penalty kill, Crookston is at 81% proficiency.
You get Ryan Neubauer going to be taking the penalty for the team.
Rounding it back and out of the half wall. Steering it, directing it. Luke Myers there on that ball, pierced back. They'll have to bring it all back and retreat. Work around behind the goal and get that right flow as they head up ice to set up the power play. Cross rink now. Carry in by Keegan Johnson. Dropping it. Peterson there couldn't quite get that pass. Good battle. Going to have a look here. Sets it back now. Bishop.
Oh, look at that shot there by Bish.
Tyler Bishop, goal number 16, but that would have been impossible for that puck to stick on that tape because it was gone in a hurry once it hit his stick. Good feed across the way. Seeing it on this replay, you get a look.
I think was that Luke Myers up front there, or was that Keegs? It might have been Luke Myers, maybe. Yeah, what a feed. Great job right there by the power play. Patience, too, with the puck. Myers or Keeg, whoever that was on the assist there, we'll find out here. But great job by Bish, just waiting for that play to develop right there.
It was, and you know what? It was the movement. Puck rotation and movement. They weren't settling for standing, waiting. Bishop, goal number 16 for him. Yep. And Myers gets the dime on that assist for Myers. That's his 13th assist of the season. Goal comes just beyond the midway mark here of this first period on a power play goal. Dropping it back. Now clutching it up, forcing him back defensively. Engelbrecht out of Woodbury trying to move it up. Good hold, good keep that time. Right at the near point by this Crookston squad. And that was Aiden McPhee.
Yeah, that actually puts Tyler Bishop here, puts him in the top 230. The rankings here for points. It's amazing how 30. I mean, I think that at the 30 marker for goals, there's like 50 kids at 30 goals. Unbelievable.
Bouncing puck slot here. deflected back out to the half wall. Now trying to send it back deep from just inside the blue line. Crookston, they're forced back mostly because of the pressure coming.
Yeah, great pressure right there by Ethan.
Peterson just relentless. Continues to get out to the far point. The good hold that time by Cam. Passed, stepped in front there, and that brings on the icing with 8:18 to play first period. 1-0 lead for the Gophers.
Yeah, you know, that great hustle right there by number 3, Ethan Peterson. You know, a lot of that stuff goes unrecognized, you know, when people are watching hockey games. That relentless back check, you know, forecheck. I mean, that right there to me is that makes a hockey player right there.
Yeah, and he's got great eyes on that ice. So he's looking down. He knows where everyone is.
Great hockey sense.
Crookston chips it out. Back to the red line and promptly sent right back in again by the Gophers. Gophers want to try to stack a couple of goals here in the first period. Rister here lined up. Good scoop and shot, and the save made that time. The shot by Dalston Kelly. 4 goals, 8 assists on the season. And we'll get the face-off just to the right of Owen Peterson. 13-6-0-1. And again, the goals against with my body mass of my ankle, 2.67. In front now, finds its way to the corner. Look out, this guy's dangerous wherever he is. Fox Dodds.
Yeah, he's a great hockey player.
Some might say he's sly. And then to the back to the corner again. Looks behind. There's Dodds. Got to keep an eye on him at all times. From the far point, puck is stopped. It was Will Anderson, and hey, what about Will Anderson? The game-winning goal for him last night.
Yeah, I talked to him before the game here, and he had huge smiles again. You know, he's just been coming into his own here, and it's been fun to watch.
Loading it up, trying to dial up some more pressure. Checked in that corner, being yielded there by Neubauer. Neubauer's trying to work it up. Gets it to a teammate for that carry-out. Jumping to the corner and trying to apply and get some pressure established. That was Foster. Foster, one of the team leads in points for this Crookston squad. 51 points. A blast here from this near point, but hits traffic, deflects to the corner now. A reset.
Look at him.
Look, it just stops on a dime, puts a backhand across the way.
He's amazing with that puck, isn't he, Joe?
He is phenomenal. Sexton had it. When he stopped over there, I thought he had passed it, and then I realized he still had it on a stick. Had some poise to kind of take a couple of deep breaths and then progressed. A stick on it to knock that puck back out to center ice, but this a good possession. They'll refuel, set it back in, ring it along the board, unable to get there in time to hold the zone. Cerrone. And getting it at the other end. It is Crookston working it down deep, and that's Syrup, Logan Syrup. It seemed the last time these two teams meet, whenever there's a power play, he had scored.
I know.
Or at least 80% of the time they had a power play and they scored. He was the one. High shot that time, up around the Mellon. Pushing, shoving after that whistle.
But I tell you, watching, you know, OP in the last couple of games here, you know, his controlling his rebounds it's amazing. I mean, you see a lot of goalies will, you know, deflect it out their pad. He controls it so well. What gives him those crazy goaltending numbers.
Oh, man. Those are awesome. And hey, took one off the Mellon yesterday. That's got to just rattle in your ears.
Oh, boy. It's not fun, trust me. Back in my day, I had the old ProTech helmet, so I got hit right in the forehead with the 2 screws that keep the mask in. Yeah. And I got some good scars for that. I'll never forget that. But you know what? When forwards like to shoot those over the shoulder, you know, shoulder-high shots on goalies, because it does mess a little bit with your confidence.
Oh, I can't
really
only
imagine. Get hit in the face, you know? I mean.
And watching again that Olympic documentary on the 1980 team and watching the mask that they were wearing in front here, trying to bring it in short side, unable to do so. Good job.
No, Craig, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
God.
can't imagine that. I mean, they, at least, with these new helmets now, the technology, they have a little bit of padding in there, and they have that cage, so you are covering from your chin to the top of your forehead, but when you get hit, I mean, even like on the side of the face or whatnot, man, it's going to sting. It's not a foam puck.
No, Cerrone and Hines that time collided and picking up his helmet. Hines heading to the bench. We're south of 5 minutes to go in a briskly moving first period. 1-0 lead for the Gophers on the goal by Bishop and the assist by Luke Myers. That was a power play goal. And they'll drop the puck just outside the blue line here of Crookston.
I was wondering where he was going. That Hines up there?
Yep. Correct back, and now Bruner, excuse me, on that work. Anderson works it now. Ovid trying to apply some pressure. Good job to hold that time. Great play.
I was saying earlier, when you watch these two really good hockey teams play one another, you kind of watch, how things transpire, but you look for those mistakes, and those opportunities that will happen from those mistakes. You're going to see a lot of that from either breaking out of the zone, neutral zone, a bad pass, what have you. It's kind of like in those overtime games, there's always very consistent of something going wrong. Breaking out of that zone, not seeing someone coming across, and pass intercepted, and
yeah, exactly. And then I've just noticed also this weekend just a lot of the guys reaching back to not allow that puck out. They really are committed to try to sweep back and put the pressure back in instead of just keeping the head down and trying to catch up with the puck as it's going right by him. Here's a look in the breakout, trying to get him out clean and apply some pressure, but right now the Gophers
did a great job in this pressure here.
They are stubborn. They will not let that puck out beyond the blue line. A couple of times here at the near point. A couple of good keeps. Engelbrecht with that last one and cannot get that one to hang. They do whistle for the ice. I didn't see the arm up there. I thought maybe it got touched, but now they'll bring it out. You see kind of the chatter on the ice getting a little bit more active. And
yeah, Coach Johnson like that. I think he knew someone hit it. I think someone did hit it, but not like him. He always keeps his cool. If he said something, it's legit. Oh, actually, are we getting a penalty here? I didn't see anything, Joe. Did you?
No, I think they're just going to take the puck.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Face off at center ice for kind of that missed call.
All right. Well, let's fire away.
Getting it back, reset, like you said. Hey, let's make it neutral call if it's a wrong one so we can offset it. And now have this game decided in the side. Oh my gosh, coming from the backside here with wide open, but a teammate stepped in.
A big old hit out front here of us. Aiden McPhee.
And down low, trying to
look at Dylan Woodward, boy.
Yeah.
Just two big kids right there.
Cross here, trying to. Yep, he's always involved and trying to keep that activity there on a shot to Kuba.
He reminds me of that Marchand. He's just, we got Dylan up front.
In the front looking.
Oh, what a pass right there by Mogren.
Loaded up and put it on the stick. Mogren found him just in time, cutting, and Wedward just couldn't get it by on a quick wrister.
Good job by Goody. He got pinched, wide open in front, and Goody just came out, cut that angle down on Wedward right there. What a great job by Goody right there.
And good eyes too to be able to find him by Mogren quickly. Back in, lifted high. Is that Bruner? Bruner pitchforks that one over the neutral zone and then back in, forcing Crookston. Looking for someone to find him down below here, number 10 on the change, got behind the defense, but nobody noticed him at that time. Sending it right back deep behind the net. Crookston will try to work it out. They're going to try to serve the other side and see if that's easier to get out.
Oh, another big one!
Front.
Myers out front.
On the doorstep, turned away.
What a great job by Bischoff right there. Just scrumming back there. Little backhand out front. Myers sitting there all alone. Of course, Goody doing a great job as well.
Logan Syrup takes it
There's
down.
another big play. Oh, there's a goal!
A score that time. Wow. Sitting right on the doorstep and barreling in on that one, number 22, and that's Alex Bailey.
Yep, Alex Bailey, boy, I'll tell you what, he did 2-0 in front of the net there. I don't know where the breakdown was here. I think Will goes up. Luke is out front. Yep.
A minute 38 left in the opening period, and Bailey ties it up. Knotted at aces.
And as I said, those breakdowns, you're going to have them, and then these good teams like this will capitalize on it. I don't know really if there was a real breakdown. I just think Will took his man down, and I think Myers, had his guy, but we had another guy wide open up front. So
shot there lifted. Bailey picks up his 9th goal of the season. To tie it up, approaching the 1 minute mark in this first period. Into the corner, now trying to ring it along the boards, and it rang and lifted and went over the top of the glass.
Was that unassisted, Joe? Or,
no, I
don't know. Who
I
gave
thought
that
there was
from
a
the
dime that came out from the side of, just on the side of the net. But
yeah, I think it was Logan Syrup, to be honest with you.
I know he took it down there early. He set it up. But again,
you said earlier, he's always involved in something.
You see it more and more with him, at least in those last 2 games during the power play. But Bailey, again, goal number 9 for Bailey. And Crookston, this is kind of the game you expect. Tight game, 1-1. 50 seconds remaining. Period number 1, trying to maybe take the lead. Good hands. Stops, pops, cuts across, puts a good shot on. And the Andover native, Owen Peterson, secures that puck.
Both goalies are, they're fun to watch too, because they both love cutting them angles off, and a lot of people don't realize what that is when a goalie comes out, it cuts more of that net off. And both these 2 goalies are obviously excellent goalies. They challenge the players in front of them. That's what makes them such a good goalie.
Getting it free, a loose puck there, sent to the corner. About 30 seconds remaining in this first period. We'll roll here, hits the rafters. That'll draw the whistle. And do you think both teams have the stamina to keep up this pace for 3 periods?
Well,
who might that benefit?
It's a tough question right there. I don't know. They're both great, great physical teams. Crookston, these guys skate every day. I'll give them a little edge on that. The Gophers obviously don't have the ice time as Crookston, but
good shot. Hey, got the puck.
I know their coach gets after him.
Oh yeah,
he's conditioning. He's that Herb Brooks style coach, or he wants his guys. Well, as you can tell, last game, Joe. I mean, they had 12 guys, and they're running 2 lines and 5 to 4 a game. I mean, that's really impressive.
Logan Syrup that time took that pass just inside the blue line, a couple of strides, and got a good shot on. Looking for one last rush, disrupted. King turned into a good rush here as Bishop.
Surprised didn't get a whistle right there. That looked like it was offsides to me.
2 seconds left.
See, a little mistake right there, turns into an opportunity. So,
yeah, they were pretty focused. Was Crookston at getting one last rush up ice, and they didn't.
Quick shot here.
See that?
Oh, what a block!
Myers
look at this.
Another look.
Oh, what an opportunity with 2 seconds left there, Joe.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I'll tell you, Dylan Woodward here, and then I think it was Bish out front. Goody once again making 2 huge saves there at the end of the period. Definitely wouldn't want to come in, giving up a goal with a couple seconds left for the first intermission, but man, oh man, what a save.
Hey, just as they get up for the first intermission, you just see just exactly how many people are here today.
Yeah.
Look at this
it's a
game.
packed house here.
A lot of Minnesota-made players.
Yeah.
On the rink here today, Crookston and the Gophers are knotted up at 1 apiece after 1 complete. This the semifinal matchup.
Yeah, maybe a packed house here. We got all 3 sections. This is great.
Got the Carla Berg here.
Definitely not letting down anything here, you know. I mean,
it is not, and you know what it was? It's just good quality play, high quality, fast-paced move. I'm going to let you get some time with the team.
Yeah, I'll be back
and
here
regroup and have it. I'll get set up, see if there's any other assist added, and we are at the end of one complete. We're tied 1 apiece. Crookston and the Gophers. game will play. It will be St. Thomas. St. Thomas wins it in overtime over Wisconsin just moments ago. And the winner will take on St. Thomas, the winner of this game, at 12:15 tomorrow. A little pre-Super Bowl display of some talent for hockey coming the way. So great. Hey, what was the tempo down in the locker room, Jimmy?
You know, it's kind of like what we were talking about, you know, kind of breaking down, you know, what happened on the goal, reiterating kind of what we're talking about up here, you know, the consistency of staying with your man. You know, I say turnovers are going to be happening. It's a very disciplined team too. You know, and that goal for Crookston, you know, we just had that guy was wide open in front and kind of a late back check, you know. Mm-hmm. But that's what's going to happen in this game. You know, and good teams are going to capitalize on it. So, thanks, honey.
That it was. In fact, that goal was scored there by number 22, Alexander Bailey. That came 1:38 left in that first period. And for Bailey, his 9th goal of the season. They gave an assist also to Syrup, as we thought they might. And then also to number 27 and Aiden Morelli. Aiden Morelli and Syrup get the assist on that goal. Meanwhile, Minnesota scored 9:41 into that first, and that was a nice, good, catch, a pass to open up. A pass by Luke Myers over to Bishop. For Bishop, that was goal number 16 for him on the season. And for Myers, his 13th dime. And they got to go in, as I mentioned, in that first period. But players back on the ice here, ready for a second period. And now who they know the opponent will be for both of these teams. They need to play at a high level here.
Yeah, this is an Olympic
two games.
It
is an Olympic.
Yes. Yep. And you're going to see, you know, obviously it's a bigger rink than, you know, Ritter or other rinks too as well. So it is a little bit more open style hockey. So
who do you think that favors?
Well, it used to favor us because we played on Olympic ice, but you know, now that the boys are, you know, they changed it at the U. But I would say the best conditioned team, you know, or a disciplined team too. You know, you're looking at two of you know, top teams in the Midwest here, and you know, like I said, it's going to be down to the wire, smart hockey, you know, and hustle.
Crookston ready to get at it. They'll be moving left to right. They have a first possession here and a chance. Tried to set it up, and good job to diffuse that scoring opportunity. Good like and good play.
Yeah, right up the get-go, you know. That
was Sexton in front, trying to sweep a backhand over the top of Peterson. Denied.
It's amazing in 20 seconds all that happens. That just goes to show you how quick these teams are. You know, and another, you know, mishap happens, and you know, you get a couple shots, and you know, they're jumping all over OP down here of the glove. That I think he mishandled this a little bit, but controlled his rebound once again.
Period number 2 as we start here.
Great job by Keegan, beat him down to the rink there. Look at this.
Shouldn't quite settle the puck in time. Gets between the skates, locks him up. And now they roll it back. That was Anderson. Behind the net now, working it out again to Anderson. Anderson will hold the zone and now take it down deep. And the shot here, good hard shot. He's getting
liking it upstairs
in that shot. He is spinning it, that disc, wow.
It's good to see him get that confidence of doing that. You know, I really like the way he's taking a little stab once in a while there.
Moving it along that blue line, enough to get a good look at a shot that time by Tate. Deflects, goes in, and really right now the Gophers also having a great possession here. Doing some good forechecking and trying to pay it off. Get in that loose puck far side, knocked off to check that time. Finding the puck, here comes Peterson. Ethan Peterson tries to guide by, taken down to the ice. Gets quickly back up again. He gets up as quick as I would if I saw a snake on there. Up in no time. Very proficient now, digging it into the corner, trying to find a Gopher. Albert is out on the ice, races to the corner to kind of shut that down. It's lofted high in the air, showing some hops at center ice. Good job by Cerrone.
You know, Ethan Peterson reminds me of Zuccarello.
Yeah.
The way he plays. You know, he's crafty, a smaller kid, quick, you know, very play action, you know, kind of a player, very smart IQ. You know, he sees everything. You can watch him while, you know, we're talking about him here. You see he's just reacting. You know, he just follows the play. It's right there he is, you know.
Reverses, look at that, on a dime. Just great burst and so intuitive about the game itself.
Yes, fun to watch.
Ahead, tipped. Now this one heads back. Right on goal, save. Probably the easiest one of the afternoon for Peterson.
Oh, look at
Puts
this.
it back up. Kuznick puts it on the stick of Ovid. Ovid wants to do a little toe drag and try to cut across, but a nice defensive play by the Crookston defenseman to eliminate that opportunity. Far side chips it down. Now to the corner, getting a run. Crookston looks to center in front, hits the back of the cage, back the other way. Now a chance, holding the zone, moving it. One-time blast over the top, hits the glass, a race to the corner. Continuing there, Ovid guides it along. Far point, a blast here, hits traffic high in the air, trying to settle that. Then Crookston gets back defensively at neutral ice. This one's chipped deep. Weighed off on any icing there.
Oh, wide open in front.
Set, looks at it. Oh my, coming back on that back check. A great job by
Kreutzmann. Huge back check right there. We were just talking about that before the period here. You know, that's a great back check, and if he doesn't do what he does, he's wide open in front for a possible goal there.
Kreutzmann again.
Yeah, high stick there. No.
Playing the puck with that high stick.
You know,
Get the whistle.
Another thing too, JoJo, with this size rink, you know, getting those long shifts for these defensemen and getting caught back in that zone to get to the bench. You know, look for that to maybe be one of the deciders for goals here. You know, catching a D-man, trying to get a break or somebody.
Good point. Good point. We'll keep it shot here. Muffled now, trying to get it again. Peterson finally gets between his pads, but right on the doorstep, trying to poke and prod at that puck.
You got Mason. He's waiting for that thing to fall out of the glove. That's one guy who can definitely put the puck away.
Romfo on the season, 22 goals, looking for his 23rd. Deflects back and Fox there.
Big hit by Hines on Sammy Marcel there.
Moving it, pinching in.
That was it.
A good look there.
Alex Bailey, I apologize about that.
Big blast here, does not make it.
But here comes Sammy.
Peterson, a chance. Markel here. He splits to the fence, nice check. Trying to get some separation to get that puck back out to the point, but by the time he got back there, it was on the stick of Crookston. Fox dodges, jumps it behind the net here, and he waits, has it back again, tries a little spin, holds up, and kicks it to that far near point. A backhander shuffled to that far corner, trying to get his forwards a little separation away from the pack. Here are the Gophers. Again, Fox continuing dodge there, and this one deflects out to neutral ice. Back again, and they'll set it back. Puts it right on the stick. Almost a chance.
Almost got hit with another more. Too many men.
Just about cutting right at the second and trying to stop right there is Syrup and jam it. Denied. Taking a whack back as Syrup tries to center out in front. Good play defensively. Syrup once again with it in the corner. Drops it off to that far point. Now looking to send it back behind the net to Syrup. They just miss on that connect. That will allow the Gophers to try to move it up and up. They can't. Good job to hold and good keep that time by the Crookston here at this near point. Sexton rings it along the board. Over there to help out is Myers. Myers chips it back and then rings it up along the board. Sets it right here on the table. A good look, chance here in the disruptive defensive play. Denies him a chance there. Mogret
took a whack at that and got the stick and not the puck.
Oh my, some good pressure by both of these teams as we are just south of 14 minutes to go, period number 2. The winner will take on St. Thomas. tomorrow at 12:15. And the point-blank opportunity. Another shot coming right back at it. Good stick to it, and it's that time.
Boy, if we get a replay on that, I'll tell you what a phenomenal job by Bish there to get it to Keegs. Keegs takes a whack at it, then he's up in the air, and he takes another whack at it, getting a couple shots off on. What a great job. Takes a shot there. Look at him, he's on the ground, up in the air. You know, he didn't even have 2 feet on the ice.
No, skate were off the ice, and he still tried to get that shot off.
That's Keegs, man. He'll do whatever he can to get that puck in the net.
Keegan Johnson circles in front of the net. He's there with Bishop and Myers as well, that number 1 line here this weekend.
Oh, and big hit there in center ice. Keegan taking, what was that, 18?
That was Nordmark who took that. Nordmark.
That is definitely a wake-up call there.
Blowing up on that check.
Oh, we got numbers 2-on-1 here.
Looking at 2-on-1 opportunity. Good play. Defensive
phenomenal play.
And makes the stop at the stick. Still holding the zone and keeping that buzz going. Just inside the blue line. Keegan Johnson a shot. This one, or a pass and a shot over the side. Just through that stick and that pad. It goes to the corner. Lifted ahead. Quickly back the other way. You see the speed and the pace of this game. Jimmy, it doesn't give you time to take a bite of your sandwich.
I know. Making a mess over here, Jojo.
In the corner, now a chance, chipping at it in front of the goal there. Quick pass, and these opportunities continue to just quickly emerge, especially with the talent on the ice here. 12.5 to play. We're tied 1-1. That may bring a whistle. It does not. In the corner, looking for a clean out. They cannot, just inside the blue line. That one is just torched over the top of the goal. Crookston again in the white. Both Minnesota programs. Minnesota Crookston is in the white with the maroon trim. Kicks it now, trying to get it out, get that advantage. Continuing trying to move. Finally, the Gophers are able to move it out to center ice. A reach deflects that puck just enough by Autobid. Walking the line to hold the zone. Now they'll go in and chase. Gophers trying to move it along and up. They said this is a pretty impressive pace of play, and to be able to sustain it. Not a lot of whistles have transpired here. A good rush here. Who's going to get there first? Autobid has it. Autobid comes in, top of the face-off circle. A shot here. Goes to the pads and back behind. He gets his own rebound behind. Ushers the Crookston player by him. Oh. And now it's picked up behind, and we're going to get a whistle.
We're going to get a probably a whack job there. It's going to be 6 for...
Yep, that would be Neubauer.
Neubauer, yeah. It was down here in the corner. They collided, and I don't know what happened. I think he turned on, just kind of retaliated on the hit there. And Neubauer is, he's a good, clean hockey player, but I don't know what he did. I don't know what happened down there.
I was going to say it was a clean sheet up until then, but they had the too many men on the ice penalty that Neubauer had to serve in that first period. So his second trip to the penalty box, and now the Gophers will get a run. Again here on the man advantage. They scored on their first one. That was Bishop who tallied that goal with the assist by Myers.
Yeah, I think, Johnson going to ask him, what really happened on that play. I don't know if we can track back that far, but it is counted down here lower left corner. I don't think it's kind of a hard angle for us to see. But
yeah, that's tough with the boards right in there, so... Just have to stretch a bit.
The parents not liking that call down there.
They're not. Still some yapping down there as they're getting ready to drop the puck. It's taking a while to get play back into action.
They're trying to get the numbers up on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, you're right. They are. That's second period here. 11-14. Remaining here in the second.
That's why I'll never do the scoreboard ever again.
those Daktronic boards can be a bit
you got
of a challenge.
People going, come on, let's go.
It's the old anxiety goes up, IQ goes down when you got people barking at you going, come on.
Yep, little panic mode. Doesn't help when people are screaming and you got referees. And
yeah, and then you have the instructions right there, but when your brain's buzzing and you're hearing everyone, you forget to read it and just kind of try to figure it out at your own. So they're going to get it set. I think the officials are going to get an assist on getting that penalty put back in. There it is. Takes a team. The hit off the face-off, deflected on the shot by Keegan Johnson. Took a quick shot that time, right off of the face-off.
Yeah, what a great play right there by number 10 for Crookston here. I don't have his number here. Name Logan Syrup. Taking one for the team there.
Syrup wins the race to the puck on the face-off and dispenses it length of the ice.
Number 6 for interference. Time of the penalty, 11-14.
Moving it up here and trying to get something activated on that power play. Trying to set it up. That speed of this Crookston team really pushes you to hurry up and get into that mode. As I mentioned before, Crookston pretty good on the PK. In fact, they're at 88% proficiency. They've only allowed 12 goals and 101 opportunities on the PK this season. It's Crookston that's still holding the zone. That proves to you what a successful job of puck movement for Bishop in Minnesota, their first power play. There's Keegan off the dot, sends it through, says it's a through. Luke Myers waiting just above the crease there for a pass. Puck movement here, shot from pass below from the dot to the corner, rotated it around. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. A shot here taken by Peterson, directed and deflected back to the corner. Moving in, good. With a toe drag and whistles one. Keegan Johnson missing the net, doing a little dance. And this one is sent back. He had a good look in the slot that time. Made a great move, but just shot it wide on a rising wrister.
You see a lot of that, that shot right there. They'll play the boards too as well for the rebound. Coming out the boards, make a play for that.
Abbott rings it along. We've just been by the midway point of this game. Still some time left on the power play. 2 seconds, one, and back at full strength. Look out, here comes Fox Dodge with the puck. And a 3-on-2 quickly emerges here. Setting it back, backhands, trying to put it right back out in front, throws it there. Quickly trying to answer. Kick to the corner in front. This one's deflected high in the air to this near corner. Both are hidden in. Good wrister that time. Stayed low. Good. Got a piece of it enough, did Peterson. Moving it back again. There's Fox Dodd. I always want to call him Fox Daddy. I don't know why. But kicks it and rings it back again to the near corner. Really getting some good puck movement. Could not get anything as a result of that. Touching the puck is Caden Cole. He was about to bring it in. Hustling back. Pushes. And now back the other way. Chance opportunity. Shot scores. They take the lead.
Oh my goodness.
And we'll get another look at that here on the replay.
Way outside, boy. Holy buckets.
Pass, cut, slicing. Let's see if we can catch it here on the
you can watch here. You'll see the pass.
In.
He's a
he's a good three strides in.
Oh.
That was way beyond the blue line.
That was a big offside play there. That's too bad we don't have replay here in hockey. Come up to the booth here. I'll make the call.
Yeah, if they saw that, they would certainly reverse that call.
The official there is by the score penalty box. So he's the one. He wasn't even close to making that call. So that's hockey. You got to deal with it.
Number 14, assist by number 19, tally goal, 17.
So that's Hines who picks up the goal. And it's a 2-1 lead now for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, I think that was the perfect timing on that goal is then someone coming off the bench too. I didn't really pay attention to that, but that was a big play there.
Good catch on the camera with that replay. Certainly caught it. Penalty coming up on the Gophers.
My goodness.
And that, I think, is going to go here to number 15 in Wedward. Or, yes, it will.
You know, there's the frustration, too, is so this referee's here making a call on that. That was really late.
All right, we'll see.
Here we go.
Well, he's got the time up anyway on the penalty. No number, but we pretty much know who that is. On the power play this year, 25% proficiency for the Golden Eagles. Win the faceoff, put a quick shot on just inside the blue line. Ricocheting this back, and now.
Well, you know what, this rink, you might get a shorty here. You never know.
Space moving in, Dodson drops it back.
Oh, great job there by Mogren.
And beautiful block, lays out to make that save. Kicks it back. 90 seconds left on the man advantage here for the Eagles. It goes a little deep that time on Foster. Foster leads the team in scoring. 30 shot moving in, poking, prodding at it. None to be had. 21 goals, 30 assists, 51 points total for Foster.
I tell you what, a shift by Mogs there, man. 2 huge plays defensively there. You know, I keep complimenting him on his game. He's just, you know, the smaller things that he does. It's pretty fun to watch.
Still a $122 left on the man advantage for Crookston as they try to extend their 1-goal lead, which occurred just moments ago. Hines picks up his 11th goal of the season. Face-off controlled here, moving it back. That umbrella formation now kicks it to the tip of the umbrella. Moving it over left. Richter all the way through, trying to run some interference in front was Hines. Peterson did a good job of focusing on that. Holding the zone near point, rings it along the board to the corner. Continuing to find it way back up again, just inside. Now down low, flowing it back here. Hines kicks it back here to the near point. Bailey, he has the first goal of the game. Gets it back up to the tip. One-timer by Bailey, cannot connect. You still have control of the puck with 25 seconds left. Good pick, PK. Here's a shorty attempt. A good Obbit comes in, has it roll off of his stick.
Play.
Nice way.
Tyler Lorenz, he saved a goal there.
Did distributed just enough. Lorenz with a nice play. Still some time left, about 15 on the power play. This one dispensed the far corner. 6 minutes left in this second period. The Eagles have taken a 2-1 lead, but still trying to apply the pressure. Successful penalty kill for the Gophers. Still a wraparound.
Oh, no!
Snuck it in. He was so subtle. And number 20 buries it on a backhand. You talked about you didn't like those backhands.
No.
And that time it is Foster, Anthony Foster.
So on this, here, I got to see what happened on here. I think
a little casual with his, didn't look like he had any interest in he.
Yeah, it was kind of, you know what? Owen comes around on his, usually when he comes around, he's got that stick down on the ice. He came around, stick up in the air, catches his pad, and goes right in.
For Foster, goal number 22 on the season. Unassisted, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that
very
uncommon for him right there. It's I don't know. It could have been just a mental mistake there from Owen, but usually he'll come around and he'll drop that stick. And man, I'd like to see that goal again. But
yeah, well, you know what? You talk about, hey, as a goalie, you're watching for those little.
It's the small
indicators,
things. Yeah.
And so of a shot where it's going to go, and that time he looked where the stick was for Peterson, and just so subtly made that move. It was almost like a no-look pass, right?
Yeah.
And was looking off to the bench and just put the backhand between. I couldn't tell if it was between the pads or the pads and the post. Nonetheless, it's a 3-1 lead for the Eagles, and we're approaching 5 to play in the second period.
Once again, you know, it comes down to the mistakes, the little you know, things that we talked about earlier, Joe. And, you know, when you play good quality teams, they're going to take advantage of that stuff, you know.
Myers is there first. Skates out of his own end, continues. He's got some mojo flowing here. He's cycling, sets up a doorstep. Now gets at it. They did not pick him up, and he got a chance to display that burst speed, did Myers, and left a pass there for the teammate. They're still moving back out. Myers gets back to the front, coming down low for a shot, and save is made that time.
There's a key factor. See, you watch how good he. So you had who was that on for the Ghosts coming out? Oh gosh, who was it?
Myers
Caleb,
brought it out. Yeah.
Caleb gets the pass. He's going one-on-one with Goody, and you can notice on that Goody comes out of the net and challenges him again. You know, when you guys watching this game, watch how good Goody is coming out. He always cuts that angle down. They try to mention this during the intermission. Maybe fake that shot. You know, maybe make him
go
commit.
Around. Yeah.
You know, maybe make him go down and throw it upstairs.
Goody with an adequate move, more than adequate, shall we say, on the move there to make that save. But you're right, he almost froze, you know, the Gopher player that time with the shot. He was trying to find the perfect spot. Under 5 now to play, and the Gophers are going to try to cut it in this 2-goal deficit. They had the lead in the first period, 1-0 on the goal by Bishop, but now coming back and answering. 3 unanswered goals. The Golden Eagles works it behind, now continues to the corner, a no-look pass. Just directed to that far corner, getting there first, Crookston, and then Keegan is also involved. Blake on this piece there, my bad. There, set, that was Sexton now.
Ghost got an answer here. We got 4 minutes left. Big answer here.
Sexton with the carrying. Move it across, deflects. Arneson with that initial shot from the near wing. He's battling behind the net, trying to get that puck loose. With a couple of the different players there for Crookston. High, lofting puck. Pitchforked its way over the neutral zone, back at it. A chance, just missed the opportunity. Arneson was standing all alone on the blue line in front of his bench in the pass. He was able to get a stick on it, but just had to get back again. Margell there spins, fires deep. Coming back in again, a look. Margell was trying to get it. Mogren as well to the corner. First there is with Tate. South of 3 to play, second period, 3-1 lead. Trying to get that loose puck into some open space. Set back again here as we are deep into the second period. Pass, good Pierre, now near side. Breaking in, Margell looks to it, tries to lift it off the shoulder. Almost got it, but getting it on the other side, Mogren sends it to the far point, teeing it up. This one gets through, nice stick save. Pinching in on that near side. They're getting a look at Wedward. Back again, walking in, top of the face-off circle, shot, move, what stick
big
work.
Save again.
Good pads, you can see how he moves those pads so quickly. Looking for that puck, he had a stick to one side, the glove back down again, finds that puck, Goody.
Great job by Margell there, number 8. Get in front of that goalie, get in front of, doing some kind of corruption in front of that net. Oh, Moog's up front too.
Mogren tried to get a stick down, but the defender in back of him wouldn't allow it, so it goes all the way through to the opposite side of the board. Quickly back again, Crookston comes down quickly at the pace. Fanning there on the shot to center. Near side is Ethan Peterson with a backhand, sends it down the board. 90 seconds remaining in this second period. Pinching in Ovid. Ovid going to battle there, coming over to help out, but now taking it outside to kind of exhale and then bringing it right back in. Ovid into that corner. Tough to move him around in any sorts of way, but they certainly tried. That was Lorenz.
Gophers putting the pressure on here, boy.
Trying to get that goal. He saw it shift some mojo yesterday, and let's see if they can get it going here.
Northbound boys, let's go.
Dropping it in. And there's a pinch. There's Ovid trying to dig at it. Ethan Peterson coming over, trying to step in front or Get it back. Oh, look here. Ovid was just spinning in the high slot, and it got just underneath his stick. Just turned. 35 seconds as we have left in the second. Turning, firing. Good shot by Peterson. Put it right on. And then trying to settle it. Sexton is there, but now some more pressure coming back. Dodd is waiting. Fox Dodd right
big
in front
hit
of
there.
the
Oh, wide open.
Missing.
Oh,
Fanning.
boy.
That could have been a critical goal, but fanning on it at the time was Crookston. Back the other way, not much time. 10 seconds. Carrying. Moved off the stick. The Gophers back out. Fox Dodd sends it across to the corner. And we
Big elbow right there.
come to the end of this second period.
Wow. Man, oh, man.
Some good tempo, continuing the good pressure.
Right,
and a little slow to get up. A little slow to get up in that corner. Was that Keegan?
Yeah, he came in, Keegs, and he just took a huge elbow right to the face right there. I mean, that's uncalled for. I'm sorry. I'm all about hitting, having some good hits, but boy, oh boy, that was kind of a cheap shot. But it's hockey, man. That's what makes it fun.
The Gophers pick up that first goal in that first period on a power play goal by Bishop, assisted by Myers. That came with about 9 minutes into that first period. Since then, it's been Crookston who has rallied for 3 unanswered goals, including 2 here in this second period. And goals collected were first off by number 14, Hines. Picked up the go-ahead goal to make it 2-1. And then quickly following thereafter, another goal tallied. And that was by Foster, Tony Foster, with his 22nd goal of the season. So
this team capitalizes on those mistakes, I mean, they're very smart, coached well, and you just can't afford to make those mistakes, and or have a mental lapse of something. These guys are all about capitalizing. You can see by their record. I mean, they got 2 losses on the year from the Gophs, and it's
21-4 coming into this game. Half of their losses to Minnesota. And hey, the mistakes were not even that big of a mistake. It was just a small crack.
Right.
The one was maybe an offside. They should have called back and brought that back. But hey,
I'm going down,
get
boss.
down. It's the 2026 Carla Berg Cup. The winner of this game will take on St. Thomas University tomorrow. They were a winner in overtime over Wisconsin. As we will take a break here for just a couple of minutes, allow the ice to get resurfaced, and we'll return with third period play. It's a 3-1 lead for Crookston over the Minnesota Golden Gophers at the end of 2. We get ready to resume here in this third period, and a 3-1 lead for the Golden Eagles. Jimmy Thurman joining us here and coming back, and was just also noticing a penalty that had been assessed too. Yeah, sharing that with me. I wasn't sure, was that an unsportsmanlike conduct or what?
Well, you know, I just we were just talking about downstairs, and their assistant coach said Keeg should have got a 2-minute penalty for diving.
Oh.
And I looked at him. I said a couple of choice words, but I go diving. I go, he's got a 2-inch gash on his chin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he definitely needs stitches. Yeah. Oh, and there's no trainers here. So I was sorry, I'm out of breath, but I've been running around trying to find a
trainer.
Duct tape or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Keegs, you ain't taking him out of the game. No way.
No way. And I'll tell you, so they'll start this third period with an advantage. Down by 2 goals, the Gophers, but they're not adverse to overcoming the deficit against this team. They were down by 2 goals at on the campus of University of Minnesota here earlier this year, and they came back to get the win down by 2.
Yeah.
So now's the time, and in fact sets the
I don't know what I didn't obviously see the replay on this, but that was very intentional. There wasn't a dive, so it was something that, I mean, that was a deliberate elbow in the face. I mean,
yep, Alex Bailey picks up a minor penalty as they get things set here. Good opportunity now for the Gophers, down by 2. Hey, let's see what they can do to get that mojo back again here. They scored on that power play going this direction in the first period. That was Bishop. Started from behind, Engelbrecht, then has it taken away quickly. Turnover.
You know, as I was saying, that's the stuff right there you could not have happen. I mean,
Foster.
Now you got a guy wide open in front of the net.
Tries to sweep a backhand. Foster. Some great play out there, and then covering it up that time was Peterson to make that save. Well, yeah, he had trouble settling that puck.
Yeah.
And he couldn't quite pull the trigger. So they'll take a face-off again. Just on a mishap there, Gophers have the man advantage. And they have it for another minute and 25 seconds. And they overlook here. There as the tempers tend to flare and get a little frustrated early here. Now, Bishop sweeps it to the corner behind the net and looks to see what they can do. Sexton holds the zone, kicks it at the half wall, trying to connect there. Setting right up again. Continuing. Luke Meyer sweeps it across. Now Luke cuts to the middle at the far point. Keegan sends it to the near side of Rister. Glove save made on the shot by Sexton. And still 49 seconds left on the man advantage for the Gophers.
See, as good as Goody is right there, you know, you have the D man coming in for a shot. You're not going to score on a goaltender like that, so you have to be creative when the defense got to come inside, make something happen right there. Just throwing the puck at the net with nobody in front of it is really not going to do any good.
See if Caden Cole with that body out in front can get something started here for the Gophers. Inside, Sexton once again tries to send it low. And of course, you got Obbett out there with his size as well. Gets back, Obbett swings it back down. Goes off at the skate of Caden Cole. Moves it up, sending it back down, still on that penalty kill, but pestering back there is Foster. Foster tallied the goal, the most recent goal. Ooh. Trying to get the balance back. Arneson back comes over to help us. Caden Cole. Again, he had 2 goals yesterday. Got things going in the first period. Now moving. Some good flow moving here. Sexton this time just kind of tosses it near the net.
Yeah, got to get it to the net. You ain't going to score from shooting it outside.
Sends it in, lops it in, and back at full strength now are the Golden Eagles. Successful penalty kill. Autobid comes over, half ball. Now trying to sweep it in front. Goes underneath the stick that time. Cutting in.
Numbers here, got 2 and 1.
2, look, Caden Cole that time.
Great back check right there by number 12 for Crookston.
Yep, he's the one that lost that puck initially on the turnover and battled back to get back into the play.
We talk about this,
Swings
the
back.
whole game, Joe, that back check. It's so key, so important on a big rink like this. Stick with your man. Got to play.
Set up here, down below. Now a chance circling back. Pressuring the Gophers here. Tripped out ahead, puts right on the stick for the Gophers, and moving it back, missing on that pass to Bishop, but picking it up is Myers. Myers sweeps it back behind, still with that speed. Gotta love that explosive stride. A little weave up top on the side, drop down. Tate is going to be first to the puck to the corner, directs it back behind the net. On the doorstep there, a chance, but it swoops away back to the corner now near side. Myers continuing to put some pressure, but now it's lofted and pitchforked over the top of the neutral zone. Back in, we're going to get an ice as we have still 16-29 remaining in this third period, and the Eagles a 2-goal lead, 3-1. It was the Gophers who had a 1-goal lead on a power play goal by Bishop. Assist by Myers. That was about midway through that first period, but since then 3 unanswered goals by the Eagles. Face-off win here. Bishop tries to send it deep, but not to be had. Kicked up. Myers will give chase to the corner. Stopping there, dumping it back to the corner, and coming in. A good one-time shot and a high slot opportunity there, but Keegan could not get everything on that. The puck kind of came in and locked him up a bit, a little too tight. Good glove save, secured, and Peterson will hand off that puck, and the face-off will come back into the Gophers' end of the ice. And Jimmy, you've got to find any little moment here to spur some momentum in this third period.
Yeah, that definitely is a key item, and the Gophers need something to get them going. Something needs to trigger these guys. They're peppering the heck out of Goody. Goody's just, he is good. He's a great goalie. And,
Wedward there with a good look, just couldn't quite hit the net coming in full throttle.
Yeah, we talked about this, about, you got a good goalie, man. It's going to bring you deep into where you want to be.
Wedward again gets a shot right there quickly.
I was telling the boys, Intermission there is like, he does such a great job of challenging that shooter. And I told the guys, maybe throw that deke in here, get him to commit, get him to make his move, and get him moving right to left or what have you, because that's the only way you're really going to score on a really good goalie.
Mentioned at the beginning, record of 11-2 for Adam Goody. And a goals against of 2.46, save percentage of .912. Unable to hold the zone. Back again as I stretch my legs. Working it in. Kuznick whistles it in deep around Jackson Kuznick. That's the case here. When you have the depth, though, here are the Gophers. Every player has that ability to score, and almost on the backdoor feed trying to hit Sexton, cutting in on that far side. Good job by Autobid. Autobid has it back in the corner, sends it across. Stopping, popping, shot right on the doorstep, cutting in that time. Didn't see him drip down. Cooper Cerrone with a good chance.
Sexton with a good job there, being patient with that puck, seeing the, Autobid open in front.
Engelbrecht with some good stick handling. Finally, it's removed from his stick and back out to center ice. Whistled right back in again.
Ghosts are doing what they can to get, action on Goody here, but it's just, you get frustrated when a goalie's hot, you know what I mean? And that's just, you have to keep pepper him. Agitate, do something. You got to get him off his game somehow, some way. You know, and there you see right there, what a great, block on a defender there.
Yeah, you could tell Will Anderson was waiting to tee off on a big-time shot. We saw it yesterday. He had the game winner and just amplified that wrister he had with some velo. And
it does frustrate the forwards too, JoJo. When a goalie's hot like this, you're doing what you can. You're throwing everything but the kitchen sink. And,
oh, yeah.
And it's like, what do I got to do to score on this kid, And that's where you got to start thinking. You just, pull the keys and kick his water bottle off the net or do something, Caden
Edwards here takes it into the corner. Now chipping at it, trying to hold on at Hines. Hines has the second goal in that second period, and now barreling over the top is Tort there. Moving down low, whistles that, missing the net altogether on a snipe attempt by Hines. The Gophers stop, reverse ice, head back behind their own cage, and now move it up. It's deflected center ice, and then promptly sent right back in again by the Golden Eagles. Hayden Cole unable to handle that. Just got beyond his grip. And now a chance to move it across ice, and they do. The Eagles deflect across the red line, fire it behind the net, and Peterson tries to come out and stop it, unable to get to it in time.
Yeah, this big rink like this, you're going to see Crooks. They're going to be very, very patient. They're going to dump that puck. They're going to make the Gophers come to them, and they're playing a smart game right now. They're doing what they got to do to burn up this time on the clock.
Myers and then Bruner tried to lift it up. It was wide open on this side of the wall, but unfortunately went the other side and it just got log jammed, and they're doing a job here, but it hops the stick. Here's a chance. Myers, if he can get there, he's got the speed to break away. They settle the puck and move it back through the neutral zone, and now the Gophers fire it in. Goody came out momentarily. Fox Dodd lifts this one ahead, and Bruner tries to chisel it right back in again, crossing center ice, avoiding a check across the red line and in, and back to the bench for a quick line change that time.
Yeah, you got about 12 minutes left here in this period, and you got a little bit of urgency coming here from the Gophers' end to make something happen here.
Some potential good numbers here. Moving in, looking at Bishop again. Bishop flying high into the corner. Just inside the blue line, it's taken away. A chance, a breakaway opportunity. Coming through, out to the front, to the backhand. Good block that time. Beautiful save. Turning away the top scorer here for Crookston. And Anthony Foster. Foster had the third goal in that second period for the Eagles.
You got to take the body here. You have to play the body. It's such a huge part of this game. You just can't let people walk around. You have to be physical.
Holding the zone, coming in and rifling one just wide of the mark. The Eagles on a wrister just inside the blue line. South of 11 to play. Hustling back. They get possession and move it back up, and they're making wholesale changes. The Gophers right now. Engelbrecht is still there, kind of monitoring, and he'll head over now. As
those can't afford to sit around and do this. And
Crookston is just waiting quite a while at their leisure. When they're going to start, Margell wants to try to trap. Now finally goes hunting.
And so, see, play the body right there. Why try to do? You have to play the body.
Drifted low, coming in. Now trying to get at it again. Mogren was there as well, holding the zone. Good job, good keep. Sends it back to the corner to Margell. Margell trying to find Mogren. Mogren sends it back in, walking in. Tate with his shot. Whistles it just wide of the mark, getting down to block that, and were deflected anyway.
Two guys in front of that net and fired it right at him. That's kind of where that patience comes into play, JoJo.
Yeah,
it's easy up here to play hockey.
Tate puts this one on the doorstep, and there was Margell trying to get a tip just down the back door. Some good pressure as they're cycling in. Wedward gets over. Margell comes over to help out. Far point now, moving in for another wrister. Hits traffic, does not make it to Goody, and it's dumped on the edge as it rolls the length of the ice.
What a great ship by number 8, Sam Margell there. Man,
Yeah,
he made that happen, that whole series right there of those opportunities.
Just through the midway mark of this third period, down by 2, the Minnesota Gophers.
One thing, too, is, these long shifts that these guys are taking, too, it gets you tired and you make mistakes when you're tired, You got to make those quick shifts, especially here with the, 9 minutes left.
This is the 2026 Carla Berg Cup here, and trying to keep it going here, of course. Chance skating in. Peterson whistles one. That laser over the top. A snipe attempt. Holding his own far point. Now sending it right back in, and Peterson trying to redirect. Back again. A tip over the top. Autobid getting into the play on that one.
That should be interference right there.
Setting through the neutral zone, deflects back, ways off the ice, and there'll be a chance here now as Cerrone starts it up ice. Cannot connect on that first outlet pass. Tried to hit Keegan. Jumping up again, Cerrone. Cerrone moves it down, and Autobid is going to go puck hunting in the corner. Leaves it there for Keegan. And getting it back, Crookston. So a big time collision. You could see that one progressing towards one another. Cerrone back up. And they're doing everything they can right now as they kind of change the tempo and trap that puck by the Gophers. But shot here taken, stick save by Peterson to the corner. 7.5 to play. Pass tape bounces hard off the skate that time of Bishop, and some numbers. 2-on-1 emerges. Moving in. Shot, skate. Oh, a beautiful glove save. Fox Dodd that time with a burst of speed, had it, and he was on Peterson in no time. And Peterson nonchalantly scooped that up and had the hands of a surgeon to not allow a rebound. They'll drop the puck just to the right of Owen Peterson. Keeping it close. Here's a chance on a break. 2-on-1 numbers. Keegan Johnson picking it off to Myers.
Oh, he scores! Keegs taking it himself. You had Luke Myers on the right side decoying that whole transition right there, and I think he got caught finally, trying to maybe anticipate possibly Goody coming out like we've been talking about. Let's see here. I want to see
if he stayed poised with that puck.
Yeah, I want to see if I'm right here, but he came out and he cut that angle. He was probably anticipating maybe going over. Yeah, he stayed home. Great job.
5-hole. And I'll tell you, the minute he got that puck on his stick, Keegan Johnson was on a mission. You could tell.
Right, how amazing was that, though? Off the face-off, and how quick that was to get down into their end.
And we mentioned before, they were down by 2 at Ritter Arena just a few weeks ago, too. This Crookston squad, came back to not only tie but take the win, and it was Keegan Johnson who actually got the game-winning goal. So we're set here 3-2.
Maybe this is what I was telling about. Maybe this mojo here, maybe we'll get these guys rolling.
Off the skate here. Goes to length, we'll get icing. I don't know, it's trending, but I have a hunch the score could end up something like maybe 5-4.
Yeah, you never know.
It's 3-2 now.
1-goal games, between these teams. It's pretty
far
amazing.
from over here. Boy, cutting into a 2-goal deficit late on a mission and delivering Keegan Johnson.
Yeah.
Picks up his 16th goal. Couldn't have come at a better time. About 7 minutes left in regulation.
I think that big gash on his chin kind of got him a little bit motivated.
I would say that did. Hey,
he's got a good probably 3 or 4 stitches waiting for him.
Peterson behind, gets it right out in front. Syrup was there. He's so savvy, almost chance. But coming back, Luke. Here comes Myers, drops it. Just a bit behind. What's to Bishop
doing? Take that thing to the net. Take it to the net, Bish.
Moving ahead, Engelbrecht working hard. Myers takes the shot that's deflected off the defenseman's stick in front. And they're buzzing now. The Ox And the Gophers here have a chance as they are buzzing here late in the third period. A recent goal here by Keegan Johnson, his 16th, has cut the deficit to 2-1, and we have 6.5 remaining. The winner advances to take on St. Thomas University tomorrow at 12:15 for the championship.
Oh!
Arneson tripped up just as he gets to the blue line. Approaching it, whistling to the near side. From the corner, Arneson gets it back. Kreutzmann there, dropping it back into the corner.
Goots is going for that, grabbing his stick, holding there and pulling down.
Yeah. Dropping it far point. A shot here hits defense, scatters. Still a puck on his edge. Turning, firing. Kreutzmann there.
Yes, up front, he scores!
They tie it up.
There they go. Anderson comes up front. Quick shot, turns around, fires it in. And we got a tie ball game just like that. 2 minutes coming in. Look at that, how a momentum swing like that. Exactly what we've been talking about.
Arneson collects it, goes 5-hole just as Keegan did moments ago. We'll see if there's a timeout. Maybe the Crookston might take 2 goals and within about 2 minutes.
Yeah, Caden, boy, what a great play by Caden, too. That hockey IQ we talked about earlier, Joe. He knows where everybody's at. Didn't know if Arneson was behind him or not. He just, the instincts of a hockey player, What a turnaround of events here, Joe, in 2 minutes.
10th goal of the season for Arneson. We're tied up.
And the Ghosts have been putting pressure on, this whole entire time.
Backside, good job there to defuse what could have been a great scoring opportunity. Defensively there and kicked back out. I love that play by Bruner. Got back to cover, holding the zone now, trying to dial some pressure and get a little mojo back. We're tied 3-3. Game on right now, 5.5 to play.
Yeah, and look at like Crookston here, it's just like right away, boom, they're right back at you, This goes to show you this team is grinders, man. They know how to play hockey, well-coached team. There's no quit in this game.
Well,
both teams, man.
You got it. We had said at the outset, hey, the 2 goals, they've been down by 2 goals to this high-quality team, Crookston, a few weeks ago, and came back to not only tie it, but win it. 3-3 tie, moving it up near side. A strong pass across the ice. Setting it up now. Poke check. Good stick handling here by Syrup.
See, right there, you play the
backhand. Oh, my. Cut him back in, disrupting.
Oh, we got numbers here.
Some numbers set up. Ovid and set. Kuznick puts it to pass.
Oh,
shot
man.
Turned away.
Save. Ovid getting robbed right there. One more time.
Back again. Puts another shot on, and that one's turned away.
This relentless pressure the Ghosts have been doing here, and it's been happening for,
Luke Myers now dialing it up. He's someone you don't want to get going one-on-one with his speed. Has it to the corner. Kicks it to Bishop. Dropping it back to Bishop. Bishop with the save. Cutting. Myers.
Oh, my goodness. The big rebound right there. Yes. Unbelievable.
Myers picks up the loose change and makes a deposit in the back of the net.
You were just talking about that, Joe. That's not a guy to leave the run with the puck. You see up front, great play right there. A backdrop to Bish. Bish fires it away. He's down on his back. Boom. Throws it in the net. What a fantastic play right there. What a turn of events here in the last 3.5 minutes. Wow. I would say maybe a timeout here, but I don't know. Huge momentum change. You have 3-1 to 4-3, and who knows? Maybe you just said that 5-4 game might be coming back.
That's trending, and you saw just a burst of speed again. You see that from Luke Myers. Last year you saw it a lot at Stillwater. He just outright hustled. As the game gets longer, he gets stronger, Luke Myers, and you saw it there. Trying to draw a penalty.
We got more numbers coming.
3-on-1 opportunity for the Gophers. A chance to extend the lead already. Tic-tac-toe. Oh, not able to close
that's
the
up
deal.
Here and there. You got to call. What is going on here? Look at the net, for God's sakes.
The net is off.
Oh, my gosh.
Players still down behind the play. Luke Meyer continues.
Going on?
Coming back to help out Bishop. Bishop has it there, gets it on his stick. Stops, tries to shift it. Some elbows getting higher.
Look at this.
The goal has been off for some time, but
that is,
how was that dislodged out?
That went on for 30 seconds. That referee sat down there for 30 seconds and did not see that. And actually, the goalie he was trying to put it back up.
Yeah.
And then he just said, "Forget it, I'm not doing it." And great, good call by him, but a really bad judgment call here by these refs. I'm sorry, I don't like yakking on people, but man, oh man, I don't know. That could be a delay of game. That could be, ref. I mean, this is crazy. I can't believe that they let it go that long.
Wow, what a flurry of activity that's happened. I'll tell you, it's like a one big wind gust. Finally, down by 2 goals with about 7.5 to play in this third period. You look at the clock, 3 and change left, and you have a 1-goal lead. That is the Minnesota Gophers, 4-3, skating back, trying to reciprocate the pressure. Here will come the Golden Eagles. Dodd. And you think about some of the opportunities they've had.
Here we go.
Numbers once again. 2-on-1. Shot. Puts it across. A shot here late. Woodward that time had trouble getting the shot off in time, but in the corner, Margell trying to dig it out. Margell works it there, circling back, and now trying to get a pass off the boards completed. They do. Mission accomplished. Carried in now. Trying to send it to the corner, and there is
I still can't believe that, Joe. I mean, that net was just,
Woodward again a chance, trying to get it across.
Oh, great job by Hines right there.
Great defensive play.
That's outside.
Moving it up that time, Lorenz to disrupt that centering attempt, or at least a pass over to a teammate. This one sweeps deep to wave off the ice, giving chase Arneson. Arneson trying to dig it out. Player goes down, loses his edge to the corner. 2 minutes left.
This is where the Gophers need to be quick on the shifts. Fresh bodies out there.
Trying to hold up and tangle. Finally disrupted. Sexton there trying to pull the stick out. 4 under 2 to play. Left alone.
Oh, look at this.
A chance. Couldn't hold the zone to pass just a bit behind as he was cutting in.
What excitement, JoJo.
Alex Bailey. Back again. Here comes Caden Cole. Looking at every inch, every stretch counts, and getting to the corner, chipping it down is Grutzman to the corner.
Burn that clock. These guys look tired. Their defense has been out there for a while.
Keep that clock churning. 90 seconds left. 90 remaining, and they'll keep the puck moving. It'll go behind the Gophers' net and try to put some pressure to prevent Goody
Kill that clock.
You know what? A chance to get Goody and pull in the net for the extra goalie for the extra attacker. Like Hornets right now, the Gophers battling it in.
Yeah, Goody's coming out.
Goody's out. Extra attacker is on. Sweeping it across the way there was Foster. Back the other way. There's an empty net in play. What a third period. The Gophers have erupted for 3 unanswered goals, and they have a 4-3 lead. 45 seconds left. Plenty of time here for the Golden Eagles to strike, but an open net is in play for the Gophers. Goalie is out, Goody, and the extra attacker is on. Play has not stopped because they've been doing a great job of motion and movement as we go with 25 seconds to the corner. Tate wants to swat at it. He does, trying to get it ahead to Myers.
Come on, Will.
This one back in. Weird Karam off there. Shot.
Wide shot.
After a strange Karam off the board. 3 seconds left. 2 and flex in front. The doorstep. The Gophers will take home an unbelievable win.
Oh, my goodness.
Working it
Look at this. Oh, he missed it.
Trying to get it back. That's irrelevant. The Gophers will win.
Oh, man. What a game here.
What an outstanding comeback, a 4-3 win.
Another fantastic game by these two teams. Another 1-goal game. Suspenseful. I mean, if you're complaining about paying to come in to pay $10 into a hockey game, wow.
The cardiac kids of these two teams simply elevate the play.
Oh, wow.
An outstanding is a key component. You know, each one, 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers for the Gophers. Timely. And what was the tipping point? The moment was when Keegan Johnson got the possession of the puck off the faceoff, and he darted down, mission in mind. We're going to
I think as you said here, you know what? The momentum. When I was talking about momentum, That's exactly what happened, and they responded to 3 unanswered goals just like that. Man, I tell you.
Sometimes it's amazing what comes back to haunt you. Maybe that elbow at the end of that second period. That
could have been a swing too, you know. Keeks walked in the locker room. He's got a 2-inch gash on his chin, bleeding all over. That didn't faze him one bit, showing the grit that kid's got.
Johnson was not going to be denied when he was skating in with Luke Meyer on the other wing.
How exciting of a game was that?
Hey, and that is what Carla Berg and the family probably had in mind, the quality of that play. And this is the 2026 Carla Berg Cup. And there you see them being able to put the logo right on the tape in the championship matchup. That'll take place tomorrow, 12:15 on Rink 1 as they take on St. Thomas for the Carla Berg Cup. What a comeback by the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Down no, but not out.
What an exciting game. That I'll tell you what, that's got to be up there. Probably one of the funnest games I've watched in a long time. You know, there's so many key factors in this game. You know, you had Sammy Marzell, a couple huge deals coming in. Go ahead.
Go, Shannon.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, WCCHA fans? I'm Shannon. I'm joined alongside junior Tyler Bishop from the University of Minnesota after they just won against Minnesota Crookston 3-4, and they'll be advancing to the championship round tomorrow. First of all, Tyler, how are you feeling?
Feel great. Everyone's fired up. You know, we got down there, 6 minutes left, down 2, and the guys were kind of feeling the pressure, and then we ramped it up. We got one more, and then we got another one at the end. We just kept it going, so we're hoping to keep it going into tomorrow.
Yeah, talk to me about being down 2. The last 2 games you played against Crookston, you also started off down but ended up winning by 1 goal, similar to this one. What do you think about that? What's kind of the reasoning behind that?
You know, I feel like when we were in the second period afterwards in the locker room, we're like, we've been down to these guys before. We've come back every single time, so we came in with that same mindset. We figure, why switch it up? Why do anything different? We came out and we showed why we're one of the best teams here.
And what do you think your ability to come back from something like that, what do you think that says about you guys as a team and as a program?
You know, it shows us we don't quit. We're ready for any game, anyone in this entire league, and we're here to play and we're here to win a championship. So.
And how are you guys moving into your game tomorrow against St. Thomas for the championship? What's your mentality going into that?
You know, just same thing as this whole weekend. We're going in, we know we're a championship team, we know we can beat anybody here, and that's it. Just play like how we know how to play.
Amazing. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shannon capturing that moment he had with Bishop. So the players get together at center ice. One of those, Caden Cole as well. And of course, what a performance tonight by the Minnesota Gophers to overcome a 2-goal deficit with about 7.5 minutes to play in the third period. And they were not going to be denied. It started with the Keegan Johnson goal off the faceoff. He went coast to coast and delivered an outstanding goal. That cut into the deficit from 2-1. And then just a little bit later, you get Arneson with a goal himself, and then the game winner goes to number 14, Luke Myers. Cycled his way open and picked up his 15th goal of the season, and that was the game winner, still with a little over 3 minutes left. And the Gophers were able to apply enough pressure and close it up. What a finish, what a game. And that means they'll be playing tomorrow as well, but a little different, playing for a consolation versus playing for the championship. That's what they'll do tomorrow for the Carla Berg Championship Cup. And the crown tomorrow versus St. Thomas University. That will take place at 12:15, and that is going to be just across the way on Rink 1. Rink 1 tomorrow here at the arena here at Blaine, Minnesota. What a close. I'm gassed. That was one heck of a close on the play, and congrats to the Golden Gophers as they take home a 4-3 win over Crookston, who was the number 2 ranked team. The Gophers number 3. Join us tomorrow, and we'll have a championship level coverage again for you as the Gophers take on the Tommies. 12:15, Rink 1 here in Blaine. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Joe Rulin, along with Jimmy Thurman, who's downstairs in the locker room. Thanks for joining us. have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.